Greetings everybody, how is it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we're gonna look at the candle in the water. I would like to see the fluid messages as much as possible. I don't know what I am gonna see. These days I really don't want to put myself in a position of like, I'm just going to focus on this. Because, I don't know, there's a feeling like it's saying that I'm gonna see something and it is not going to be related to the subject and it is gonna go for a waste, and I don't want that. That's why I'm gonna keep it general as much as possible. Let me give you enough of time so you can meditate on the balls, and then I will start with this one. Hello, number one. How are you? I hope everything is good. We are gonna look at the candle wax messages. Let me pour the water. Okay, it's enough. I felt like, finally, I'm getting rest now. I don't know why I felt that. Must be because of you. Let me burn the candle. I'm gonna burn the red one. Okay. All right. There is some kind of a gossip that is going on around you, but this gossip is not hurting anybody, or not even you, not the people who are doing it. It's not like like ill faith talk of a person. It's not. It's just like a random talk among friends. No one is getting hurt, which is good. You might have some kind of a conversation like that with the other people and they can talk about you as well. But I didn't see any negativity. Maybe even good. They're hyping you up. You don't even know that. They say such things about you and they are just like being really nice towards you and you don't even know what they are saying about you, which is good. I saw a lot of friends around you, or if you don't have like a lot of friends, let's say that you're an introvert, okay? It means that I think you're gonna have nice time, maybe with like the online friends that you're having. Can you just wait for a second? I don't know, it seems too light to me. Let's try like this, okay? If you would like to have friends, but you cannot do it for any kind of a reason, like the timing is wrong, or maybe you had bad experiences with people and now you're just like not making a lot of friends, or maybe you are working as like a home-based situation and you cannot make colleagues, or something is just like keeping you from making new friends. And what I can say about it, I think you are going to break that negativity and you're going to break that boundary and you're going to make a lot of friends. It could be online friends, to be honest. I was trying to say that at the beginning. If you are an introvert, you don't want to see the people, they can be the online people. I see roses, not because of the color or anything like that. It's like literal images of roses. And it is the time for the roses, isn't it? Roses everywhere. I think somebody is gonna come up to you with like a bunch of roses, or even just like one rose. It could be a ceremonial thing, like they're gonna, I don't know, if you are going to get involved with any kind of a ceremonial thing, I see a lot of roses for you. But it has a meaning for you, so it doesn't have to be like a general thing. You're the one who's going to get the roses, I have a feeling. And you know what? I didn't had the feeling of like, okay, who's giving you these roses? I never had that kind of a feeling. What I had is like the roses are quite important to you, not the person who is bringing to you. I don't know why. Of course it is important, who is bringing the flowers. Of course it is important, but this is not the subject that we are speaking at this moment. This person, even though it's important, the most important part is the message itself, not the bringer, I think. Okay. You might have nice time with love and the lovers. If you don't have any lovers, you might have some. Can be more than one if you're interested in that. If you're not interested with that, if you just would like to commit to one person and have a long-term commitment, I think you're going to be lucky to have the potential. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's going to get a relationship, okay? No. But you will have this potential, and it is going to be, I think, a little bit easier for you to create those kind of communications with the people these days. I see ducks and a lake. There's a pond, not the lake. What's the difference? I don't know. I just there's like a there. I think like some kind of a date. I see. That's what I am trying. Maybe it's like a date. Maybe you will go for a picnic nearby water, and you will see nice animals and have nice conversation. Something excited is about to happen, as you can see from the fire, the flame. It's just like acting up. It's talking about some kind of an excitement. All right. Something that you think, okay, it's over. It's not gonna happen. Or like I shouldn't expect anything from this thing because it is not a good thing, or it is not going to pay well, or I don't know, whatever that is. Some kind of a hope that you had before and you thought that it is over. How does it sound? Let me tell you. Like you applied for a job, okay? And then time passed, like a long time passed maybe. Longer than, what you can expect. Maybe 2 months passed, 3 months, I don't know, something like that. And you don't expect anything from them anymore. Like, no, it's over. Like they didn't care, or they didn't even see your resume, like they didn't do anything about it. It will make an importance in your life. You're gonna hear from them. You're gonna hear from them. You're gonna be like, oh, okay. And it's going to excite you as well. And I think this excitement is going to be for the long term. What I see or what I feel from this ball is like long-term commitments, excitements, roses. I don't know for what reason, like some kind of a water, and like, oh, it's not going to happen, but it is going to happen. You don't have any kind of a feeling like you wish that if they call you, you wish like I wish they would call me, but it's over now because you know that they're not gonna call you because it's been a long time, and you don't expect them to call, but it's gonna happen. The feeling of it is so familiar with the other readings as well. Like there's a surprise element, but you already expect it, but it is still a surprise. It was like difficult to explain it in the other readings. I think you're gonna have something like that. Okay. If you're expecting some kind of a promotion or job related situation, let's talk about it, okay? It doesn't have to be the promotion. Maybe you would like to start for the first time in this specific place. I have a feeling like wherever you applied for, it has a meaning for you. It is important. It is some place like not everybody can get in maybe. It requires some kind of, even maybe nepotism. Okay, like it requires, oh, I know this person, I know that person, we work together, or my parents, they know each other. You can expect something from that kind of a place. Some kind of a social connection. It is going to lead you to this work, I think, or maybe like a past experience that you had regarding this subject, like regarding this job. It is going to lead you the way. Okay, be ready because phone is going to be ringing soon. Your phone. Make it sure that people can reach out to you. Make it sure that people can connect with you, because if you cannot see the calling, of course you can return, first you can just call them back, or you can send an email or do whatever. But at that specific moment, the excitement is going to be higher, if they call you and if you catch that call, that specific second is going to be like exciting moment for your life. Something that you might actually remember later on in your life. Now, I would like to talk about a specific person here. If you are a woman at your like 40s and you are surrounded with like wishy-washy people, like not too negative but not that good enough, like yes, they're your friends, or those are the people that you have to deal with every day, but there's something else that should be there. You have that kind of a feeling, you feel a little anxious maybe. I think you're gonna make a new friend that is going to make you feel, oh, okay, this is comfortable. At the beginning I was saying, finally, oh, this is comfortable. This friendship is comfortable. Comfortable doesn't mean that you have to stay at your comfort zone and it is just like blocking you from growth. It's not always like that. Sometimes we need that comfort to breathe. I think maybe you have been struggling a lot with the people around you, people in your life. You were just like, what am I going to do with this thing? Was it really necessary? Like, dealing with this situation, why am I dealing with this thing, like what am I going to do about this thing? Any kind of a social connection that you're having that is giving you this kind of a feeling, like it is making you stay away from your comfort zone. But is it making you grow? Not always. It's just giving you anxiety and it's just making you anxious all the time. And you are tired maybe from dealing with other people. Maybe that's why, we were talking about the introverts. Like, introvert person doesn't want to deal with the other people. But, the friendship-wise, I see there's a growth, like a specific growth. And also I see a date. Specific person is going to get a date. Write it down if you do. I don't know. Let's just focus on the person. I am curious now what kind of a person that is. This person is laughing loudly, but not in a like distracting kind of like negative kind. Some people are laughing, okay, it's funny for first time, funny for the second time, but keep it like down. Don't, why are you being so loud? After a while you're feeling like, oh my god, that laughter is like, oh no. Sometimes we feel like it, but this person is laughing and it is making other people feel good about it. It's not making other people uncomfortable. I don't know why I felt that. This person has like a really powerful gaze. If they just like stare at you, you feel that, even if you're not looking. Okay? And this person is going to reach out to you with the matter of friendship at first, I think. What is going to happen possibly is like you are not expecting this person's feelings, but they're going to catch some feelings because they're going to have really nice time with you beforehand, maybe, that date was. And then they are going to be like, okay, I'm going to go direct and I'm going to be honest with my feelings and opinions, and they're going to come up with maybe the roses, I don't know. And then you're going to be like, okay, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. This person possibly has a little bit bigger forehead. Okay. Fashionably bold, maybe. Let's say that way. What does it mean? Okay, let me tell you. Some people are just like, you see the thinning, but it's okay. You see it, but it's okay. It doesn't look bad. I think it could be like that. They like accessories, and possibly they are wearing some kind of a necklace. Like, I'm not gonna call it like a medallion, but some kind of a long necklaces. Yeah, that's what I felt from the person. They are inspiring. whatever they do, they inspire other people. They are feeling other people fine, good about themselves. Okay, never forget that. It's gonna be important in the future, I guess. Yeah, I think you're gonna have really nice time these days. Hopefully, I hope that you will be really, really happy with the results of everything. Other than that, I cannot say anything about it. Like the money, it's not a problem. And I cannot say anything about the money, which is a good sign because it means that you're not going to have problems that you have to deal with the money. You know, money is not going to be the problem. Yeah, maybe you're not going to make a lot of money, okay, for argument's sake, but money is not going to tire you, which is a good sign by itself. That's what I try to say all the time. Trying to see everything from the positive side. I didn't see the money. It doesn't mean that you're not going to receive the money or, it's not going to be there for you. But the lack of money is not going to create any kind of a problem. Okay? You're safe and secure in this thing. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And I hope to see you in the next ones. Bye. Hello, number 2. How is it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we're going to look at the messages from the candle bowl. We're going to look at the water. I would like to see the fluid messages. What does it mean? When you're putting it on the paper, it's like strict. Doesn't move that often. But when you're putting it on the water, it can be about everything. And it is just like being related to everything. And it is giving you this perspective that you cannot shake off the feeling like it could be about that and it could be about this. And it is giving like a better kind of a message for the reader. Oof. I see love at the beginning. Love and physical attraction. Doesn't have to be love at the beginning, but it is going to turn into some kind of a feeling. I see somebody who's going to have a lot of nice time with a specific person. Physical intimacy. I see a lot of intimacy. I see. If you're not interested with intimacy, what it could be? It could be about like long talks until like the morning. You don't even know that it is morning now. Talking a lot, connecting a lot. Maybe as like a friend at the beginning, but it is going to turn into something else. Like there's a connection, okay, specific connection I see. But possibly it is like 90% it is like physical intimacy, okay? I see somebody who's having a huge crush on you and they're going to tell you about that. They're not going to keep it to themselves, which is a good sign by itself. This person is honest and really straightforward, and this person is going to be impactful in your life one way or another. I see future plans, but not like in a way that future plans was the wrong way to say it, okay? Like you're going to plan a couple of things for the near future and you don't know what to expect, but you're going to give it a shot. You're going to be excited about it and also be anxious about it as well, okay? If you are, for argument's sake, are going for a vacation, you will have this idea of like, okay, vacations are making or breaking the relationships. If we don't have nice time at this vacation, then we are doomed. Or what if something goes wrong in this vacation, and what if we have like an argument, and how am I going to leave that place? You're having like escape plans. Okay, you're having those escape plans, but wherever I look, I see hearts, a lot of hearts. So I don't think that it is going to be necessary for you. If you plan some kind of a vacation, some kind of a trip with this lover, I don't think that any kind of a problem is going to hit you. And I also see that the other person is going to be too excited for this thing too. They're going to share the feelings as well. Like the anxiety, they're going to have it too. What if it goes bad? They're going to have the similar anxieties. But it is not going to happen in this way because you're going to see some kind of a surprising effect of the vacation. You're going to feel really calm and you're going to be vulnerable in a good way. Sometimes we talk about like being vulnerable at the relationship. Are you vulnerable enough to make a relationship? You're going to be able to open yourself to the other person. It's going to be deep. It's going to be, again, like there's a true connection, like a connection, okay? For the people who are not having sexual relations, okay? Intimacy. Okay, let's say in that way. Some things might change. Something is going to change your mind when it comes to those kind of things, I think. You're going to be more open and you're going to be more fluid. Again, we were talking about like the fluid. What's going on with the fluids? You tell me. I see some kind of a hospital visit, but it is not for you. I don't think it is for you. It's for someone else, possibly. You're gonna help the other person. This person can be a family member, and you're gonna feel like, okay, we did the right thing. We did the right thing. Maybe, the money that you spend for the hospital, it can be a lot, and it could be tiresome and negative, and I think you will have some kind of a plan for you, like some kind of an insurance maybe. Maybe you felt like it was a little bit too much. Was it really necessary? We were talking about like, is it really necessary? We were talking about those kind of things quite often. You're gonna see that, yeah, it was. You're gonna see like, okay, we did the right thing. Thank God that we had that thing, and thank God that we can afford this thing. Like, you are going to feel blessed because you can afford something that is going to be important. But I didn't see like grief or anything negative like that. Okay, so any kind of a health related scare, it will be for the short term, and you're gonna feel safe and secure again for the other person. I see somebody who is praying a lot, and this person could be you, honestly. If you are like a prayer, if you're having a prayer for like a family, like a long prayer for like every night you're doing the same thing. That's what I was trying to say. Like, I think it is going to make you feel good because you're going to see that it is working. You're going to see that you're being heard. Maybe you're going to feel that positive energy when it comes to like praying. I see some people who are coming together to sing. Okay, could be like a choir, or it could be honestly a karaoke. It could be simple as that. I think you're gonna have fun. At number one, we were talking about like people are coming together to have fun, social events and things like that. And some people are like being introverts, and you cannot make introverts have fun with other people in a social setting that easy. But if you are an introvert and you don't want people, the people that are going to be around you are the ones that you're okay with, or they're not going to tire you one way or another. You're going to feel good about them, or there's going to be some kind of a cause, and that's why you guys are going to be gathered, and it is going to give you this hype, and like you're not going to be bothered, there's going to be some kind of a cause, and you're not going to be bothered by the existence of other people. I see some kind of a shopping that is going to happen. It's going to happen like for the skincare. If you're interested with those kind of things, you're gonna be like, okay, maybe I should take care of this issue, and you're gonna have a new type of a routine which is going to work wonderfully for you, and you're gonna be like, I wish I did that before. I have that kind of a feeling for you. Okay. And I see this shopping could be related to some kind of clothing. Maybe you are going to try something new that you never tried before. Maybe you felt like, oh, I don't like that. But when you wear it, it looks amazing on you. You're going to figure it out before the summer, and you're going to be like, okay, this summer, I'm going to do this. And it's going to get a lot of attention. Some kind of an attraction point for you. I see that is going to happen during this summer. Like this attraction point, it could be about an event, like everybody is focused on that specific thing. It could be a wedding, honestly. It could be a wedding of somebody. It could be a wedding for you. Like before the wedding, after the wedding, like around the wedding, everybody is just like focusing on that. Like vacation time, okay, there's going to be a wedding, so we have to do something about that, and then we can have a vacation maybe. Like you have to plan those kind of things for that specific event. I didn't see people who are having bad time, but I see a lot of gossip. Hell yeah, a lot of gossip. But here's the thing. For every person who is, gossiping, about maybe you, about maybe, oh my god, did I just saw that one. Okay. Like it could be about you, it could be about the other people. Every gossip is going to be matched with a person who's going to be like, no, it didn't happen in that way. They're going to be shut so quickly. There's going to be a support system that is going to be like, okay, no, it didn't happen in that way. No, I know exactly what happened. I was there. No, this is not what happened. And they're going to cover your ass, maybe, if it is related to you. I saw like you're gonna do something to bother other people. You're gonna do that too, just let's see what they're gonna do about it. What it could be about. For argument's sake, there's a mother-in-law that happens to be really demanding, okay? And then you have to deal with this person. You are gonna be the demanding one against your mother-in-law, and then that person's gonna be like, okay, what am I gonna do about this thing? They're going to feel like, okay, I have to calculate everything. But they're gonna fail in that way, you know. They're going to realize that they are the ones who happens to be demanding all the time, and they're going to realize that this is exactly how you feel all the time, and they're gonna be like, okay, maybe I should do something else about it. Some kind of a travel for the people who are creating some kind of a problem for you. They're gonna go away, you know, they're gonna have a different kind of an agenda, and you're gonna feel free, which is good. It's possibly related to your family situation. I see some kind of a land. Like some kind of, I don't want to call it like a farm, but there's like a land that belongs to somebody. If you or your family has that kind of a land, I think there's going to be something about that land. About maybe selling the land or doing something about the land. You know, creating this idea regarding like what is the value of this land, what we can do about this land. It's gonna be the topic of the town for a while. If you have children, okay, let's talk about that. If you have children, you're gonna deal with the educational things regarding your children. Something is maybe, you know, you have a child that happens to be not really that great with math. You're gonna be like, okay, what I should do about this situation, and you're gonna find a solution, right? You find a solution for this. Either you try to help your child, or you try to find somebody who's gonna help your child. And it could be something like that. Okay, your child is struggling about something, but you're gonna find a way out for them. But to be honest with you, it could be related to learning a new language, or it could be related to some kind of an instrument and playing the instrument. Or it could be like a summertime planning, like what my child is going to do during the summer. Maybe I should put them in, you know, some of the courses that they can use it for their future. You're gonna have that kind of a feeling. And at the beginning, maybe they're going to be like, no, I really don't want that. But then it will grow on them, and they're going to be really successful at that. That's what I was trying to say. With the help of you, with the, you know, the thoughtful way of doing those kind of things, with the consideration, I think they're going to be really successful at certain things. I see there's a bookworm who happens to be reading a lot of books, who's going to do a lot of shopping when it comes to the books. And this person might have a couple of problems with the books that they already have. Sometimes they gather a lot of dust, to be honest with you. The best way to not gather dust when it comes to the books is just like the, you know, bookshelves with the glass lid on top. It will be way better. If I had my wits set now, my wits beforehand, I would definitely buy some kind of a bookcase with the covers. You might actually have a lot of things and you would like to get rid of that, like some kind of a sprinkling for the books, for the books. All right. Let's see what else is in the bowl. Oof. I saw somebody who's gonna save some money, but for a specific thing. I'm gonna save this money for this thing. I don't know what it is. It could be like an event. Again, we were talking about like there's an event that is gonna happen during the summer, and you're focusing everything for that event. Okay, at that event I'm gonna do this. At that event I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna go to this event with this. And I think the spendings and the savings are going to be shaped by that event. So yes, there's the money and you're gonna save it for the what's gonna happen in the near future. And I think you're gonna be really successful at that. I would suggest you something at this moment. Like, you're gonna be good at spending and saving money, okay? And if you keep this mindset open for the other things as well, not only for this event, but let's see what's gonna happen before the end of the year. You're gonna be so successful at that too. Dealings with the money is not going to create a problem. Nay, it's not. I think it is going to be easier, and it will go easier. If you had problems with the money before, like money was not making you happy, maybe money was just like creating a lot of problems for you, maybe, and you were trying to make a lot of money, but when you were making a lot of money, a lot of spendings were also happening at the same time. I think that kind of a mindset is about to change. You're gonna make a lot of money and you're gonna spend less of the money because you're not gonna need it, which is a great thing, not to be needing any kind of a spending. Amazing, isn't it? We always just like ignore that part, the spending part. We always focus on the earning, but we never focus on the spending. And I think you're gonna have that kind of a change, and it is going to work wonderfully. Monetarily, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be golden. So I think this summer and before the end of the year, you're gonna see like, okay, life is not that bad. I can deal with this thing. I can do something about this thing, and you're gonna go with that thing. And when you are dealing with those kind of things, it is not going to create any kind of an anxiety, which is like a big part. The anxiety is, or like some kind of an excitement that is going to happen. It's going to happen from the love section, not from the money. Money is not going to create negativity in your life. Love is not going to create any negativity in your life as well. But what if it goes bad kind of a feeling? It's not going to happen with the money, which is good. That was all. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you in the next ones. Bye!